This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. Hey there, welcome to King of the Hill podcast. I am Mike.
And I am Rusty.
Rusty, we are on the absolute last one of season 14, the brand new episodes.
And then we can go back in time.
We're going to season 8, right?
We are going to season 8. I've had somebody ask me that recently they said, "Are you going back?" And I was like, "Well, yeah."
Yeah, man,
eventually.
that's the show. Yeah.
I said we were just going to knock 10 out and then go back. And he was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Keep doing what you're doing." And I was like, "All right."
That was an in-depth conversation you had.
Yeah, it was pretty in-depth.
So this one is season 14, episode 10, A Sounder Investment.
Yep, and I got a little bit on it, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
This will be the 269th overall episode of King of the Hill. Written by Marcelina Shavira. She worked on Upload, which is one of Greg Daniels stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But she's fairly new in the industry, it seems like, as far as working in like animation, I guess, in a TV series animation. She's done some stuff. She's done some shorts, and she worked on an episode of Fever Presents, which is Rachel Maddow's show.
Okay.
Voice in Red Dead Redemption 2. Worked on a video for Muse. So, she's done a few things before getting into TV, and then when she gets into TV, she becomes a writer, and then she wrote for Supergiant Robot Brothers.
Supergiant Robot Brothers?
Which I have no clue what that is. That's a TV series.
I don't either, but it sounds like it's up my alley.
And then wrote for Upload. And then was a story editor for 8 episodes of Upload, and actually worked on all 10 episodes of King of the Hill in some way, shape, or form.
These new ones?
The new ones,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Executive story editor, as well as, obviously, wrote this episode. So all the other episodes, I guess, some story editing. And this episode, obviously,
well, they did a great
was
job.
Written.
Yeah, this is a decent episode.
Or she wrote it, and then the director is a guy named Michael Bayless. He worked on...
He's the one that likes to blow things up and make
Yeah. I guess so. No,
Transformers.
He did some stuff with Bless the Hearts, which isn't that a King of the Hill universe.
Supposedly in the universe, but
they have a Megalomart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the way they.
I think that's
how
they tie it in, as they say Megalomart. But yeah, so he worked on that. Worked on an animation short. Was a director for 7 episodes of Bless the Heart. Worked on The Great North for 13 episodes, and then worked on
Great
as
North
a director
is,
for 2 episodes of this show.
Yeah, Great North is Canadian version of Bob's Burgers, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that sounds
There
good.
were 2 things that spun out of Bob's Burgers. It was that one and the one in Central Park, whatever that one was called.
Yeah.
But neither one of them made it, I don't think.
There's also a tongue-in-cheek play on words for the title. The title is A Sounder Investment.
Yeah.
A Sonder is a group of pigs.
Oh, is it? So it's a Sonder
pigs.
investment. See, all I could think of was Sounder, which is the name of a dog in an old movie called Sonder. Or Sounder.
No, Sounder. It is. It's a Sounder of pigs. I thought it was Sonder for some reason, but it's Sounder. Yeah,
well,
it's a Sounder of pigs, which is a group of wild pigs or swine, typically consisting of sows and their offspring. Male pigs or boars often live solitary or live in bachelor groups, joining a sounder only to breed. So the males don't really participate in the sounder, so the sounder is just the females and the babies. But that has nothing to do with this episode. But I see why they do tie in sounder, since it is a pig-heavy episode.
Well, it is a pig-heavy episode. It is a not only a pig, but like a feral hog.
Feral hog situation. I've got a couple of feral hog stories.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. I've got probably a handful or more of them. So I'll tell one. I'll just tell one just to talk about it. So when I was younger, as a kid, we used to go to Little Rusty. Yeah, I used to go to a little town called Normandy, with my best friend, and that's where his grandparents lived.
Okay.
And his grandparents lived on. They had like an 8-acre lot, but it was attached to like hundreds of acres, like 300 plus acres.
Sure.
That was my friend's grandma's brothers. So it was like free reign over like this 300 acres as kids.
Gotcha. Sure.
So we go out there. We're teenagers, and we go out there. And we go look. We're gonna go shoot hogs. So we walk out there, which is you don't really walk. You don't want to walk to go hog hunt.
Yeah.
Because they're fast.
Yeah.
So we get up to this hill.
And they'll attack.
They will attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
We get up to this hill, and probably about 100 yards out or 200 yards out or so, probably about 150 yards, there's a 40-acre patch of wild hogs.
Ooh.
It's like 40 acres of wild hogs.
Full.
Just full, all at the tank. There's this massive, huge tank that's acres big itself, and they would go to it to go wallow in the mud and drink water and stuff at night.
Yeah.
But we could hear the noise that far away, and then when we hit the spotlight on them, they don't run or nothing. They don't disperse, but they, you see how many there are. And my buddy goes like that and pulls his gun up to go shoot them, and I'm like, nah. So we need to leave.
Yeah, no kidding.
I said, it's too many, dude. We're on foot. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you start shooting at one of them, here come the rest.
That's what I said. I was like, the second you pull that gun, dude, they're gonna go every which direction. And there's like there's acreage. There's 10 plus 30 acres.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Of just like as far as your eye can see is just hogs kind of thing, just a shit ton of them. And I was like, yeah, it's probably not smart to do. But the area they live in out there it's extremely rural. In this, when you talk about rural towns in Texas, the town itself cannot grow because all of the property around the town is privately owned.
Oh, I see.
So that's how small of a Texas town it is. They've got one little grocery store called Westmoreland's.
Yeah.
They got a bank. They got a church. I mean, it's just a real small community.
Yeah.
So that's how far out you are. When I say 30 acres of pigs, people think, oh, that's an awful lot of pigs. That's how bad the feral hog problem is in Texas, which I think is I think they kind of highlighted in this episode.
They did talk about it just a tad.
But
yeah,
they don't dive into it too deep. But when people start talking about cultural things about the show that they don't understand, because I've seen a lot of people talk about, well, why would Hank go to Saudi Arabia? Well, if you know anything about Texas oil and gas, Saudi Arabia is a very common place for people in that field, in that industry, to go after retirement from because they'll retire at 50 from their gas job, and then they'll go to Saudi Arabia and do consultation work for another 15 years and make more in that 15 years than they did in the whole 20 years of their career.
Same deal with people that are in the military. They'll do a lot of that sometimes because it's either security or going to a job working for something like Blackwater or something like that,
Yeah, I had a teacher actually that she was in Saudi Arabia, and her first year back was teaching my 8th grade class, and it was cool to listen to her talk about Saudi Arabia stuff. Yeah, Saudi Arabia. She could speak fluent Arabic.
Really?
And she was a math teacher at an oil, like for some oil and gas company, where she was teaching
like Aramco
math to which was a real thing back in the day. Yeah, and they actually. I found some Aramco video that we could use.
Oh, really?
And it's an old video from the 50s or something, whenever that industry was like starting to pop off in Saudi Arabia and Americans were going over there a lot. Mm-hmm. It's of it's like a Saudi propaganda video to Americans to say, hey, look at this beautiful American neighborhood in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
To try to lure people into the Aramco jobs.
Yeah, I would love to see that.
That was kind of cool. Yeah, well, I was deep diving on... electricians who have worked U.S. embassies across the world. Yeah, so that's one of the things.
Sparky buff.
And then with like a cultural thing being with the pigs, like this is very cultural to Texas. Yeah. There's a big pig issue.
Hello,
like
blah, 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 blah.
People are very, very well aware of the wild boar problem. Not only that, people make a business out of it. Like
they do.
Pig eradication businesses exist. I know guys that are hired
helicopter
guns
and shoot them and all that stuff.
Yeah. They'll do that too. But I know guys that are hired guns that there's farmers that pay them to go sit on their property at night on the weekends or whatever and just shoot as many
hogs.
Well, the
feral
hogs
are one of those species that's not supposed to be here.
And they're not. They're like a Russian boar.
Yeah,
it's like a Russian boar mixed with domesticated pig. Is
very
what it is.
Invasive, very mean, very tough. But their meat is supposed to be extremely good. I don't know that I've ever had any.
It's okay. I wouldn't say extremely good. It's all right.
Really?
Wild pig is real gamey, and not only is it really gamey, it depends on where you kill that pig at because it's going to eat everything.
Yeah.
Pigs eat everything.
Well, that's true.
So depending on where they're at, probably not that good.
All right. Well, we have season 14, episode 10, a sounder investment.
A sounder investment.
And due to Rusty's thorough background investigations, we know that a sounder is a group of pigs.
A group of pigs.
I thought it was the dog Sounder from the very depressing movie Sounder. All right, here we go. We are at the black screen right before you get to Hulu Presents. So
Hulu Presents.
Join us. Ding, ding, bing, bong, bing. I have gotten used to that being part of the intro now.
I have too.
You know?
Yeah. No bell, no yell for a very long time.
Yeah, we hadn't had a bell or
that
yell.
Theory, I guess, was.
Yep.
Our theory was not. We were not
well,
right.
it held up for a while.
It did.
It
did. I thought it was gonna. Thought it was gonna stay that way, but I guess not.
Ding 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 ding
Ding ding ding ding ding. Ding 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 ding.
All right, we start at the Hills house, and they're going to talk about their investments, Peggy and Hank.
Their investments. Whoa, such a fun thing to talk about.
They got some money left over from that Aramco thing.
I'm sure they do. They should have some money left over.
And she's worried because it's only growing 5% a year. But, and then I don't know that that's a correct fact.
What's that?
That compound interest was invented by President Reagan. I don't think that's an actual
Oh, she's
thing.
talking about trickle-down economics.
He is. He said that compound interest was invented by Ronald Reagan.
That's
I
funny.
don't think that's right.
I don't think that's right
either. Inflation.
Inflation.
Yeah. Inflation is the real silent killer. Heart disease just has better marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the Aramco retirement plan. That's crazy. He's retired twice from something.
Yeah,
you know?
he did. He
And
retired.
it was the same industry.
And he retired 3 times. He went back and did a one-day deal with the Gene Company.
Oh, that's true. The Gene's West thing.
Yeah, he went back and did a one-day deal with them so he could retire as a Gene West employee. Like they do in the NFL.
Yeah, he retired his.
He had to
jeans.
complete. He's like, I got to go back to where it all started. I'd like to thank my city. I'd like to thank the people at Gene's West who supported me.
So the deal here is that Peggy wants to take some risk with their money, and Hank is like, nope, slow and steady wins the race. Just keep going. Keep getting that 5%.
Yep, got to get it.
Now the boys are out in the
Which, honestly, if you're at a company that matches, you should always put in however much they match.
Yeah, absolutely. So here comes John Redcorn driving up in his brand new truck.
Yep.
Or it's a Jeep, I guess, huh? And this is the last one.
Yeah, it is.
With him.
The last episode that he will be in.
John Redcorn's Red Corn. Jonathan talked about this when we talked to him.
He did.
Yeah.
He speaks so theatrically in how he chooses his words and stuff. So it's hard to decipher true meaning behind it. But he made it seem like everything they did for Redcorn was a trope from something in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's kind of how he made it sound at the event when he interrupted. He kind of threw some things in there about his character that are related to who he is as an individual, and they kind of overlap his character in the show. So I guess in a way,
I mean, it's the same thing they did for Dale.
Yeah, in a way, I feel like he maybe he kind of, it's kind of like he said, he just wants to be an actor, not the character, not the Indian in a suit is what he said. I think is his verbatim words.
Yeah, but this one is dedicated to.
This is
Jonathan
his dedicated
episode.
This is the one that they dedicate to him. Yeah.
But they're eating. The thing I don't like about this is he pulls up and he says, "Would you like to try John Redcorn's Red Corn?" And all these jars are just wide open.
Yeah,
with spoons sticking in them. These guys have no problem with that.
Nah, ready to eat, man.
But they do like the red corn.
They trust him though. They trust him a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Nancy would love this. Have you given it to her yet?
He's a part of
I've been giving it to Nancy for quite
the
some
deep
time.
lore, yeah.
He needs help because the invasive pigs are taking out most of his corn.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
That is what they do. They love corn. They definitely will tear up a cornfield.
Yeah.
And that's where it goes to, again, where I say where people go out and sit in fields and shoot them. They'll go sit out there and pop hogs all day.
This is they once again reference the fact that Hank can't shoot.
Hank can't shoot
because he gets all nervous.
He does get nervous, and he cannot shoot. Well, that was a good episode because I like the bonding between him and Bobby.
Yeah,
and then I kind of like what the NRA used to be, because they talk about the NRA in that episode once or twice, I feel like. But I like what it used to be because the NRA now is like a political arm.
It is. And
but
it sucks.
back when, my dad was growing up, and even his dad was there for the formation of the NRA and everything. His dad was born in 1912. So,
yeah.
But it was about promoting gun safety and hunter safety and all those things instead of how many guns can we produce a year, how many guns can we sell a year, how many lobby, how much can we lobby,
Right.
And I feel like that's like kind of takes away from
it definitely does.
What their whole purpose and the value that they had to society was.
Well, it becomes
that's valuable.
It becomes about winning
because
rather than
I know you're probably not this old, but my dad remembers being in high school and pulling up to high school, and guys have their gun racks in their trucks.
Well,
with their rifle in their trucks.
I'm not that old, but I did teach in West. So we did have some kids that had gun racks still in their trucks and had, like just rifles.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
And some of them probably had bullets rolling around their floorboard and stuff like that, 22 rounds, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's
hard in a town like West to have zero tolerance.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Especially West, Riesel, those kind of like small outlier towns around here. Yeah. Like, it's really hard to take away from that because the culture in the town is not just like – the town's culture, it's family based too, because in those small towns, especially like Riesel and West, it's generational. There's people that have been living there since that town, the formation of that town, like Pavelka, that name out there in West and stuff like that. All those Czech names, most of those people have been there since that town was settled, kind of thing. So it's hard to take away that culture.
Everybody wants to shoot the hogs. Hank wants to trap them.
Which is smart, too. Trapping them is smart. Yeah. I got another quick story before you push start.
Yeah, go for it.
Talking about trapping them. So, same friend, it's his mom's partner. It was a guy that she worked with.
Okay.
And rest in peace, he's actually dead. He actually had
rest in peace, guy.
He actually had a mysterious murder.
Oh.
That was never solved. There was like a mysterious, and they never solved his murder kind of
Wasn't
thing.
the yogurt shop, was it?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember. I don't remember exactly what it was, to be honest. But he raised hog dogs, pit bulls, to fight hogs.
Hog dogs.
So that's one thing he demonstrated to us, like when he was training the dogs and showed us how they do it, and they pretty much just let a hog go, and like 5 pit bulls slam into that hog and pin the hog down. They don't kill it; they just pin it and hold it there.
Yeah.
Because they're strong. Hogs are really strong, and it takes about 5-6 pit bulls to take down one hog.
That's crazy.
And they'll hold it there for you till you get there if you train them properly.
Yeah.
And he live captures them.
Huh.
And he would live capture them for training purposes. For training the dogs. He would live capture them to train the dogs. And then he would live capture them for food, too.
Oh, okay.
Because you shoot them out in the field, everything's got to be taken care of right then.
Oh, yeah, you got to dress them
But if you capture them live, you could get them to wherever you
take them to a processing.
Well, not even a processing facility. It just gives you time to get the hog to a place to where you get everything prepped to clean him with, instead of having to drag him on a 4-wheeler all the way through a field. Yeah. You bring him to a place where you got a table and somewhere to hang him and stuff so he can drain out and all that kind of stuff.
You're right about that. All right, here we go. Hank wants to trap him. Everybody else wants to shoot him. They made fun of Hank because he can't shoot.
Can't shoot. No shot, Hank.
And he's got it, like he said, this is about how to help John. Now that sucks.
That does suck.
There's no shame in gathering while the other men hunt.
That's funny.
Eradipig. He went and got a trap. And then in the background, all the boys are out there just shooting at him.
Just shooting.
Shooting. And they said that's 51. My God.
Best time is in the night. They're nocturnal.
All right, we're at the symphony. And Bobby and Connie are going to go on their first real date to the symphony.
Yeah, it's their first adult date.
I thought I couldn't handle classical music. Ha ha! He, yeah, this is kind of cute too, though, and this sets up next season, this whole thing, because they go to the symphony because they think they need to be adults and blah, 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 and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't work out the way that they thought it would.
Well, not only that, they talk about it in the episode, so I kind of don't really want to ruin it, but it's like that. They got to discover each other again. They've been apart for a long time, and you can still have that fiery connection for somebody from being apart for so long. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, but they're still different people when they come back, kind of thing. So it's been years since they've been separated.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're both completely different human beings.
He does find out that she doesn't play violin anymore, though. And see, that is kind of foreshadowing to what we find out about him later, is the fact that he doesn't even know who she is right now.
No, not at all.
He knows her as the 9-year-old or whatever.
Yeah, they're
12-year-old,
high school.
13-year-old.
I'm sure they went to high school. So he remembers the 18-year-old Connie that he left when they all parted ways. It's been 4 years probably by this point. I would guess 3 or 4 years since high school. I know when I left high school, between 18 and 22, those 4 years.
Yeah. Oh, it's a big deal.
Insane.
Big deal.
I started college, had a kid, like all kinds of stuff.
I do like this joke. They're talking about killing the pigs and stuff, and Bill says, well, my secret is I don't shoot where the pig is, I shoot where the pig's going to be. And then Hank comes over and goes, Bill, that's just hunting.
That's literally all it is.
That's just hunting. Yeah.
Well, hunting moving animals, yeah.
So I'm assuming this is Toby doing the voice, right?
By now it's Toby. Yeah, it's all Toby at this point.
It's actually not bad.
He's actually spread out more than you think throughout the show. There's some episodes where it's both of them, I believe.
So now they're talking about shooting at other farms.
Yeah,
taking care of this. Do something you don't like, man. Never want to go dang old day in your life. This is good too, though. He said, it's better than your idea Uber for dogs. He goes, if a dog can cross the street, a dog can drive a car. He goes, wait, your idea was for the dogs to drive?
Yeah, that's asinine.
He thought it was just to move dogs around.
That's funny. Good morning, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't see you there, bud. I didn't look at chat for a while.
He's like, if you're going to build a business out of this, you got to do it nice and steady.
Nice and steady.
And then he lets it slip that if he were to ever invest, and then they're like, oh, Hank has money. We can get him to foot the bill for this thing.
Yeah.
And Hank does have some money because, he's worked his ass off over the years.
Oh, Hank
got
should
a
be
dang
fully
old
loaded.
nest egg, man.
He should be fully loaded, I'd guess.
I would think so.
I would assume that Hank would have plenty of bread. It would be very.
He's trying to get past it.
Very well off. It would make complete sense for him to be well off, and if he wasn't, it would make no sense.
Boomhauer's demonstration here. Boom Boom Pig LLC.
Hey, I like that. Boom Boom Pig.
Boom Boom Pig.
I like that. Boom Boom Pig. Profit.
He's wearing he's got a jacket on. He's pitching to Peggy, which is dangerous as hell. He came in, he's got slides and the whole thing. See, that's not how Hank wants to do it.
It shouldn't be that way anyway, because
my half year.
Whose money is it really?
Well, that's one of those. He does say this is
Hank's money.
He goes, this is not like raising a kid. You don't just make it up as you go along.
Yeah, which is true.
Yeah. Oh, and see, he based it on the population of pig growth. He's done his research.
He did it.
but it is retirement money. And so Hank says, let's just go to the bank and let them talk about it because he knows the guy at the bank's going to say no.
He hopes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a bad idea or a horrible, horrible idea? But it is a great business idea, the banker says.
That's crazy.
She says, oh, yeah, and he goes, oh, yeah, man. Oh, dang old, oh, yeah. And then the bank guy just like, I'll pitch in.
It's his research that set everybody off, though.
Yeah, that's true.
If you go to somebody with a well thought out plan, they think you got it figured out.
Business plan makes a big difference, even though you're just making it up for the most part.
Well, it's like a college degree. It just shows that you can complete something to your loan officer.
Yeah.
If you sit down with somebody that wants to spend money, if you've put the effort into even bullshit a business plan, they're like, oh, well, this guy put the effort in to create this.
They're having like a meeting of employees around Peggy's kitchen table.
The board's meeting.
Uh-huh. And there's one guy on the laptop.
They're really going deep into it.
Cindy Carrington, Community Development. She's lined up 2 more farms, which, I mean, that's good. Not sure how she's getting paid, but I think Peggy says it's future profits, right?
Yeah.
Bill is there, but he's not an investor. He goes and he's the, runner. Like, he'll go and run for stuff and bring it back to him. The salaried employee. Deferred compensation, Hank. That's true. He is a glorified intern.
That is what
if you're
deferred
not paying him.
compensation is.
She's like, Bill, the creamers go, I'm on it.
Yeah, Bill, you might get paid if we make money.
And then there's a guy, Connor Felice, accounting. That's the best. I don't know how to kick someone's ass over Zoom, but I'll figure it out.
That's funny. I like that line. That's a good Hank line there.
That's an excellent Hank line. Especially
I ain't figured out how to
today,
kick nobody's ass over Zoom. Yeah.
He asked him about stock options. He said, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It can't be what you said. And then I do like the fact that they're here on the balcony, Joseph and Bobby eating, and it's actual Whataburger bags and cups and all that stuff.
That's where the deals come in.
It's a tie-in, yeah. Uh-huh.
I might have the plug on one of the signs at Whataburger.
What's that?
One of the King of the Hill signs off of the window at Whataburger.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The Whataburger in Hewitt is close to where I work, so I go there often. And I've talked to the manager a few times about it. Yeah. And I've even jokingly told him, if you just turn your head, I'll rip it off the window now. And he's like, well.
So Connie calls Bobby, and she says, I know it wasn't the best first date ever, but, I think we should try something else. And so she's going to plan something more fun for them to do.
Yeah.
Now we're at Boar and Moore headquarters. Which they got night goggles. They are ready to go. But they've yet to go on a hunt.
Yeah.
And then they explain FOMO for some reason.
He doesn't understand why there's no money.
Yeah. We don't have to kill pigs to make money.
Which makes no sense. Well, how are you making money?
Well, that's every tech startup ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's vaporware. They have a prospectus.
Yeah.
Now he's going to run it past the most successful businessman he knows. And, of course, that is Buck Strickland.
Buck Strickland.
Who is on a treadmill with his trainer. He asked him about it being a good investment. Buck is never a good litmus test of this kind of thing.
Nah, I wouldn't talk to Buck about any type of
No.
investments. Didn't he in an emu farm? Yeah, go out there and kill them emus.
Yeah, he doesn't. He did have him kill him. He wanted him to kill emus, didn't he?
Yeah, he had that. He had invested in an emu
That's
business.
right. He had an emu farm.
And he had them kill all the emus for insurance. Or he's trying to have them kill off that emu for insurance.
He goes, "What's the buy-in?" He goes, "It's basically equal to what you paid me a year." Oh, well, that's nothing. Yeah, he tells him to pass on it. But this is
That's
Buck
funny.
once again kind of screwing Hank.
Screwing Hank bad.
200%.
He does it to
projected
himself,
growth in
though.
1 year. Huh?
He does it to himself.
Yeah. Definitely. I guess Buck is maybe he had another heart attack. Maybe he's doing his PR or his
I think he got in
PT.
shape. Maybe he got in shape.
Maybe.
He quit the drinking, sold the business, got in shape. Quit the gambling, quit the liquor and the whores.
Yeah. So Hank goes to the board and says, basically, I can't throw any money at this. And they say,
Propane
well,
Man number 9. Those
shares are not
emu-
available anymore.
He said, "Guy in chat, the
There he
emus
is.
were so damn majestic." Yeah, they couldn't kill him. I remember that.
That's true.
That's funny.
And then Buck says it's your own fault.
It's your own damn fault.
But then what's his name still there from accounting? Connor, whatever he said his name was. This closed door meeting of investors.
I like him so much.
I do love Buck. Buck and
Sparky Buff said, if I could get an origin story from any character in King of the Hill, it would be Buck Strickland. I want Buck's origin story, too.
that would be a cool like throwback, you know.
Watch it be something similar to Lyndon B. Johnson, because obviously that's who he's modeled after. It would be funny if he's like, I was born in a log cabin in Texas
Pulls
on the
up to his
Pedernales
own-
River.
Pulls up to his own damn house and it says reserved parking for Buck Strickland. So they're having a big see, he didn't give up everything.
No,
'Cause
they
his-
went public.
Yeah. His trainer says, "Here's your celery juice, Mr. Strickland." He just knocks it out of her hand and drinks right out of the champagne bottle. Pig Force Incorporated bought them out. But I think it sold itself. I didn't even have to lift my skirt. What a turd this guy is. It is the thing is, they didn't really sell it. They sold it for shares in Pig Force, and it just keeps on going up.
Yeah,
going up and up.
They traded shares for equity.
You know how the stock market is. It always goes up.
Well, I mean, it does, but not all stocks go up.
No, that's true.
Only the big guys. That's why they say you drop money in Google when you're 18 and don't worry about it till you're 85.
Yeah. Just went up another 2%. Wingo, cha-ching. Cha-ching. I'm going to be saying that a lot now.
Cha-ching. Yeah.
He still doesn't feel like he's missing out. But look, everybody gets a new truck. Did you see the license plates on the trucks?
No,
Bronco Billies?
Oh, Bronco
Yeah.
Billies, yeah.
Yeah. It's a good touch. Pig Force celebrity spokesperson Nolan Ryan. Was Nolan Ryan on this show before? Was he ever a guest on this show?
I'm going to say yes, but I don't know.
I thought
for
he
certain.
was. I invested in Pig Force stock. Whoa. Cha-cha-ching. And Dale's like, that's my thing. Just keeps going up. There's your shitty Peggy.
Yeah,
Is it possible I'm better at investing than I really thought?
Yeah.
She's such a moron.
Shitty Peggy.
So, while you're in there, I'll get Nolan Ryan to sign a football. So this is where Hank gets some peer pressure,
He
which
gets
doesn't
it.
happen very often.
It doesn't happen very often, and this one right here is going to bite him in the cheeks.
He likes the Aramco because it's just up, down, but very slow. Pig Force is straight up.
Well, that's the thing with oil. It is slow, but
Yeah.
you can make a lot of money
Oh, sure.
if you leave it there.
But he buys shares, and I'm assuming he sold all his Aramco shares.
Yeah.
So they figure a next fun date would be to go to a jump park, like a trampoline place. But once again, it's all little kids. Like they're thinking like when they were kids, you know?
Yeah. No,
And then
definitely.
here comes a. Are you a kid or a weird adult? Yeah, they're trying to pick back up from where they left off, and it's just not. It's not a thing.
It's not working.
No. Every woman in the world.
I don't think it's a
to
lack of chemistry. I
me.
think it's just.
So they finally hold their hand.
I think they still got the chemistry. I think it's just a.
Oh, sure they do. Kid bangs into him. Connie goes down, and her shoulder is out of whack. She done got hurts. And now that Hank has bought the stocks, everything tanked.
Completely dropped
I mean,
off
like
the
that
face
fast.
of the earth.
Fast enough, just go to the bathroom. Then
Dropped
it tanks.
off the face of the earth.
Oh, all our investors are bailing like ticks on a drowning dog. Company stock is worthless. Hank, and you know that's not often that you see a mid-sentence blah. You know, because he said it to him, and then Hank goes blah, and then they keep talking.
Yeah.
Usually that goes straight to commercial break.
Straight to commercial. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that is something they use a
Yeah.
lot.
All right, so she is in the hospital, Connie.
Yep.
And Bobby here proves that he knows everything
Thing
about
about her.
Connie. Like he knows her last menstrual period. He knows her blood type.
Yeah.
He knows everything. But then it said, wait, and he said, none of my business.
That's good.
Bobby knows what to do.
That's good.
Yeah, for her weight, you put none of my business. I know a trap
I know
when I
that's
see
trap
one.
when I see one.
Bobby's really good in this.
Oh, Bobby's good.
Bobby's
period.
a great
Yeah, I
character
like
in this
Bobby.
one. Because he's still Bobby, but he's just older.
Yeah, definitely.
Hank's having to tell Peggy that he wasted all their money. And she doesn't know that he bought stock in Pig Force. But she lets him know that she heard his voice. He thinks they've lost everything. Peggy sold her shares while it was still up because
Dang.
she heard Hank's voice in her head.
So she saved him.
She does. And it's great until she says what she says. Oh, Peggy. That's true. You still do have to pay insurance on those free trucks.
Oh yeah.
Probably have to pay taxes, too. She does give him the credit, though, and say, I made the right decision because of you. Oh, he's going to go finish it up and take care of those pigs. It's true. I'll be out trapping hogs.
I like that. That's a good ending.
There it is. She hears his voice. She gives him credit, and then she goes, but to be clear, you're not you don't get any compensation for this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Deferred.
sure. See, once again, he's in the cafeteria, and he's buying a carton of milk, and he's buying some ice cream, and all the stuff that the little kids like, or the
Yeah.
stuff that little Connie liked. And, yeah, see, he knows 12-year-old Connie better than he does
21.
21-year-old Connie. She's just talking about the credit card machine, but she says there's a connection problem, and he goes pretty deep on that. We were at the hospital the other day, and they've got that thing where you put all your food on a thing, and it uses a camera to see what you bought and rings it up.
Yeah.
It's
I've seen
crazy.
that. Yeah, that is crazy. It's like AI.
So he brings all the stuff in there, and he finally owns up to, we've been trying to get along with each other, but based on 12-year-old us. And she is high as a kite. But honestly, for Connie, these are the type of moments that it's almost like truth serum to her.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
What if you only like the husky 12-year-old version of me? You're rubbing his belly. See, like she wouldn't say that out loud.
Yeah.
You're the bravest person I know. See, I don't know that he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He just exudes confidence in that area, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
And then she kisses him.
I always thought Bobby
really
was pretty
kisses
sure of
him.
himself, and that's what made Bobby was how sure of himself he was. He didn't have to do a lot of self-discovery like everybody else.
She says, I want to do weird stuff with you. Weird stuff to you.
Yeah.
She's high as a kite.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. He got her some pudding, and they're just going to talk about stuff, it's really sweet, honestly. Quantum dot emitters.
Shit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I saw that. So she says, let's go to South Korea, which I honestly would do them both well, I would think.
Yeah, he'd be able to go, get some food advice. Go
He'd
look
be
at
able
some
to get
different
food
stuff.
advice. She'd be able to see where she's from.
Be able to learn something.
Yeah.
I don't know if learning
Well,
Japanese.
not
I don't know.
Laotian, but
I don't know if. I don't know if he would want to say that he does Japanese cuisine in South Korea though. South Koreans hate Japanese.
Maybe. So
My
he's got the net.
My uncle was South Korean, and he did. If you met, like, if he ever heard or you talked about Japan or Japanese people in front of him, he absolutely hated Japanese people. Yeah.
So they show up. They're using the trucks to get the hogs to go into the net, catching all of them. So ultimately, they do help John Redcorn. Now, I wish John Redcorn had ridden up on that horse that he's keeping.
That would be good.
Yeah. I kept thinking that horse from Bronco Billy's was going to come into play. John Redcorn's red corn. Texas-grown red corn.
I like that they pushed his hairline back.
Yeah. 38%. 38% profit. Oh, Lord. Says it's time that the Hill family got into bed with John Redcorn.
And then look at Hank's face.
And then Hank.
Yeah, Hank's like, I don't know about that.
Hank says, John Redcorn's red corn. That's she means business, not anything else. I just want to be very clear
That's
about
funny.
that. And then we get the in loving memory of Jonathan Joss.
Yep. Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's a really good episode, and it's a good one to end on also because you do leave a couple of things kind of as cliffhangers, not really, but Connie and Bobby, the fact that they're doing business with John Redcorn now, that may never pay off, but big deal. And we just see the continuation of our favorite people in the world.
Yeah, I don't know how they approach that. I wonder how they approach that in the next season.
I don't know.
Because they recorded them together by the sound of things.
I would really hope that we do get a Lucky and Luann mention next season.
We vaguely got something in this episode, that picture of them.
Yeah, I just want them to kind of just acknowledge. You know, that's all I'm really looking for. Just some sort of acknowledgement as to where they are and what's going on. But overall, good episode. It felt like honestly, this one feels like an old King of the Hill episode.
Yeah,
it really does.
I liked it.
All right. Well, that is it for this one. You want to tell them where they can find us?
Yeah, you can find us at BWAAAKOTH on all social media, and you could also email us at BWAAAKOTH@gmail.com. Looking for somebody that wants to help with social, so if you want to reach out and send me some type of resume or whatever at BWAAAKOTH@gmail.com, I'd appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Spooky Buff, blah, blah, Propane Man, Sparky Buff. I said that twice. And anybody else who has been in and out, we sure appreciate your help.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We love you, and we couldn't do it without you.
Yep.
If you are in the live stream, then hang around. We're going to do a Friday episode. Other than that, there's one thing left to say.
We matanye.
We matanye indeed, mofo. This has been a Rogue Media Network production.